Good Friday morning. I'm meteorologist Byron Douglas. Hope everyone's having a great start to your day. I'll take this full in a moment. And I have my phone here and I'll say good morning to some folks. I'm going to start here and we're going to take this, the mowing forecast. Let's start with that. So you're heading out, you're working outdoors today, farmers, whatever you're doing outdoors, not a bad day. We're just going to have more in the way of clouds around, especially as we go into the afternoon. We're going to check in with the Storm Prediction Center because as we go into next week, we'll have more of an unsettled pattern. William, good morning to you. Suzanne, William here as well. And we're looking at good conditions generally over the next few days. If we catch a few storms, it generally would be this evening, late this afternoon after 4 or 5 p.m. until about 10 o'clock tonight. And then Monday, the best setup for showers and a few thunderstorms will actually be during the morning. So let's check in with the Storm Prediction Center. Again, appreciate you guys being with us. We got folks out, Casey's out chasing down a news story for us, so it's just me today on the stream. So we're in here and let's go out the next few days. So I'm going to just push this chair over here. We have a general risk for thunderstorms. The level 1 threat is out to our west. You know, over the next 3 days, we're not looking at any major tornado threats, not only here, but across a good chunk of the U.S. So there are some opportunities out in the southwest, Branson, Missouri, Joplin, northwest Arkansas, and then kind of astride the Kansas, Oklahoma border from Ponca City up to about Wichita. Saturday, we don't have any severe weather threats. No matter what you're doing outdoors, we should be good to go. A lot of outdoor events during this time of year. Ball fields are very busy. And then as we go into Sunday, they do have threats for kind of along Interstate 35 from Wichita down into Dallas. And they would generally have a tornado threat there on Sunday if you're doing any traveling, but no impacts across our area. The general risk, it means that all thunderstorms, of course, produce a little bit of lightning that you could have up in northwestern stretches there. Fairfield in western Wayne County, west there of Arrington, a few storms. And then Wednesday, this is from the Storm Prediction Center. They can go out now 7-8 days, but this is next Wednesday. And we'll probably next week have some level 1 and level 2 threats. It's all, as I was talking about this morning, kind of jet stream bingo, that if the jet stream does well to our north, we'll have a drier, less stormy week. And then if it draws a little closer, along with the frontal boundaries, it'll be a little more active. Kind of next week, we're treating what you would see generally in June with daily chances for showers and storms. So this is something we'll monitor. I didn't put an alert day in for next Wednesday. I don't have enough information. I don't just want to put up an alert day and just because we do have a threat potentially that far off of the distance. 79 yesterday. Here's our scorecard. We've been well above normal this month. Of course, we had the 5th warmest March on the books. Usually you don't do that in back-to-back months. It does happen. 2012 comes to mind. There's a few other years as well. I think I have the snow part of the equation called up. You go back to 1973, a quarter up to a half inch of snow. The high temperature only reached 37, a low of 30. And then on the 11th, we tried a record low of 26 set with 1989. So I tell folks, if you're going to plant the next 7 days, all of them will be above freezing. But up until May 1st, you always have to be willing to cover. And if you don't like to do that, then generally wait until early May. Nothing on the board. We'll take Doppler radar. We'll take it into Edwards County. In West Salem, they have their pork chop supper. Benefits the volunteer fire department. Of course, the spotter, Eric Goldsmith's been with us for a number of years. That starts tomorrow at 4. It's a free will donation. I've gone to that it's been a few years, but that's always a great time. Right there in the downtown area. If you haven't been there before, just go up to the fire department and they'll have a full house. They'll be grilling those pork chops outdoors with the nice weather for tomorrow. Kind of some light showers out through Missouri and then north of Indy, some light showers. I don't see any lightning there. And then out from about Norfolk, Nebraska up to about Valentine, Nebraska, they're seeing some spotty snow showers out there in the Cornhusker State. These are the 6 and 10 day outlooks. We're guided well above normal. Even the trends through late April, this comes from the Climate Prediction Center, through late April that we're going to be generally above normal. And precipitation, we haven't verified it yet because we've only had 4,300s. In fact, we've only had about 8 to 9 inches of precipitation this year. Last year at this time, we had 19. So, and then we're still below the average of about 12.5. And when the new drought maps are in, we do have severe drought-like conditions, Hopkins, Muhlenberg, Ohio counties, south there of Calhoun and Rumsey, Sacramento over towards Livermore in McLean County. So breezy, we're going to kind of evolve into mostly cloudy. I didn't load up the cloud decks here, but we were looking at low to mid to high level clouds, and so eventually we'll have more clouds than sunshine. And then for tomorrow, very isolated in nature. Here's the latest guidance, kind of showing mostly cloudy skies, then a few pop-up showers and storms as we go into the afternoon. Generally would be sub-severe, but as I mentioned, all thunderstorms produce lightning, so we're not expecting anything in the way of severe weather. Tomorrow, some of the guidance was showing some showers in early in the day. We'll see how that plays out. It's plowing into a very dry air mass, but showing a few spotty showers around throughout the day. So Saturday, kind of a partly sunny, and then going over to mostly cloudy skies as we go through our Saturday. And then Sunday, temperatures will race all the way into the low to mid 80s. We're going to hit 80 or above on Sunday. This would be the 11th time since March 1st we've done that. We've only had a very few years where we've done that since we kicked off meteorological spring. So a very warm Sunday, 88 is the record high set back in 1930. We'll be in the neighborhood. And then Monday, chance for some showers and storms. I'm using a mid-range model GFS here. No big cold fronts across the area, but Tuesday will be fairly breezy. Haven't looked at all the wind profiles next Tuesday as of yet. And see if we can find a front as we go through Tuesday night and then into Wednesday. I'll take this full in a moment. So Wednesday, they're showing the potential for a few severe storms, and that would be close to a record high. These are numbers that you would see in June, where you have those daily chances for showers and storms, and they usually fire during prime heating during the afternoon. I'll just grab that full in a moment. 88 on Wednesday, then an 83 on Thursday. So that's the latest. Janice, Gwen, good morning to you. Laura, Jordan, Elena, thanks for tuning in. And James there as well. So there's look 7-day forecast. Does not look like what you would see typically in early April, even though we can run into some warm days. But look, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm counting. That would be 5 in a row in the 80s. That would be definitely unseasonably warm with those daily chances for showers and storms. And we're in the market for some showers. We're running about 1 inch below average here in April. We'll have more. In fact, I'll have more coming up at 11 a.m. and then again at noon. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great weekend.